Hi there! I wanted to do a review of my hair dye that I use, and this is LUSH Caca Rouge, and it's henna. And I'm not a henna expert, but I know basically what I'm doing with this. I've dyed my hair for about 7 months now. I started in December. And I think I've done it about 5 times. Because I've gone through a brick and 2/3 of another brick. And this is a brick that you buy, or what I call a brick. This is a brick that you buy from LUSH. If you don't have a LUSH store near you, you can buy the henna online at lushusa.com or whatever country you are. LUSH is in a lot of countries. And so with LUSH, you know that it is organic and natural and healthy for you. Now henna is a plant dye, and usually you see henna in a powder form, but the way that LUSH does henna is that they set it in a cocoa butter, and so it's actually a hair dye and a treatment for your hair. So it makes your hair soft and healthier, and so that's sort of the opposite of what normal hair dyes tend to do, which they usually dry you out because they have alcohol or ammonia and they strip your hair. And this actually just stains over your hair, and it also conditions and adds strength to your hair. I haven't done mine in a while. You can see my roots because I'm actually dirty blonde. Can't seem too bad on camera, but I haven't dyed in about 2 months now, so I really need to re-dye, but I'm waiting until about time for me to go back to school, because I'm just in summertime right now, and who really cares? So yeah, and it's pretty time consuming, so I want to wait. What you do, or what I do, and I can do a video showing me doing this if you all are interested, but it just comes in a brick of 6 squares. I use 2 squares, and so what I would do is I would cut it into thirds, and it's already divided into 6 squares on here. I don't know if you can see, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so I use 2 squares at a time, and I had really short hair when I started dyeing. I've been growing my hair out for over a year now. So I've always used 2 squares because you only need 2 squares to do your roots and brighten the color each time that you do it if you already have a red base like I do. So what I do is I chop mine up, and I've seen people do all different things where they put the bricks in whole or the cubes in whole. I've seen people cut them up, shred them up, pulverize them, anything. I just use a knife, run it along like I'm chopping, and it crumbles pretty well, and that's so much faster than just sticking the whole cube in there, I find. Okay, so like I was saying, I just chop it up, and what you're going to do is you're going to have to add hot water. It's kind of melting in my hands because of the cocoa butter, like I said. So I'll just put this down. I think you've seen it enough. I put almost boiling water on it, and what I do, some people try to do this complicated double boiler system. Don't microwave it, that's not okay. You can't microwave it. I know some people do, but you're not supposed to, so I wouldn't tamper with that. But what I do is I just microwave a mug of hot water and then pour it over it in a Pyrex bowl or any kind of bowl that's safe to have hot things in. And then I just whisk it together with a fork. And you just do that until it's a yogurty consistency, is what they say. And I just whisk it until it looks thick enough to stay in my hair, but liquidy enough to spread. So you kind of eyeball the amount of water that you put in based on the amount of cubes that you have. And so for the first time I did it, I just poured a little bit, whisked it, poured a little bit until I got it the consistency that I thought would work. And I never have really had a problem with doing it. If I do it a little too liquidy, then it kind of runs. And so you have to watch it because it'll stain your skin. If you don't notice that it's running down the side of your face or something, you'll have a nice orange line down the side of your face. So you kind of have to watch that with tissues and stuff. Then what you do is you put it all in your hair, and what you should do is put rubber gloves on your hands, and then just scoop it up with your hands and spread it onto your hair. That's the easiest way to do it. Then what I do is I put my hair in a bun after it's all spread throughout because I have longer, thicker hair, and it doesn't always stay up on my head while I'm dyeing it, and I like it to be up on my head while I'm dyeing. So I put it in a bun like that, and then you wrap plastic wrap all over your head to keep the dye in, and so you don't touch anything and stain it in your house and it doesn't just drip off. So yeah, wrap it in cling wrap. A good cling wrap is kind of necessary because I had really bad plastic wrap for a while and it was really hard because it would just fall right off your head. So get actually good cling wrap to do it. Other tips. Oh, I forgot to say. This retails for about $22.95. At LUSH store, I think it's $22.95. It's not a bad price for hair dye. If you ask me, for an at-home hair dye, it's not bad. Because you do it every 6 weeks, and I only use a third at a time, so it's really only about $7, $7.50, something like that, each time I use it, and that's not bad. Every 6 weeks, it's really not that terrible for hair dye. Yeah, so that's my review. I really love this product. Okay, the smell of it is one of the things I wanted to address. I love the smell of henna. The first time I used it, I thought it was gross, but I think that was like subliminal advertising because I've heard so many reviews that the smell of henna is gross. I don't think it's gross. I kind of like the smell. It's just herbally, and it doesn't bother me. So, you'll just have to smell it for yourself, honestly. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. It just smells good to me now. But yeah, so that's one of the things. Other people have been addressing that it's messy. It is a little bit messy. I actually haven't had many problems. Occasionally I'll drip a little bit, and that's no big deal. Just catch it with a towel. Like, all I do, the first time I did it, I lined the sink with newspaper, which is a good idea your first time, but then after that I haven't done that because I don't need to. I've gotten pretty good with it. What I do is I just keep a towel beside me, an old towel that you don't mind if it stains a little bit, and then if you drop anything, just scoop it right up, because otherwise it'll stain. Same goes for dropping on you. And wear old clothes when you do it, because you never know when some of it will drip and you won't notice. So I just have an old stained tank top that I wear when I do it. Yeah, so I think that's most of the questions with the henna that I use, and this is the Caca Rouge color, which is the red color. There's also Caca Marron, which is kind of a darker auburn burgundy color. Caca Noir is a black with a blue undertone, and then there's Caca Brune, which is just a brown. So I know some people mix them together. If you don't want quite as ginger as what I have, you can mix it with Caca Marron or Caca Brune, or darken it with Caca Noir. Yeah, so if you have any other questions, I'd be happy to address them on that product. I've bought it quite a few times, and I love it. So, thank you for watching. Bye.